put your hands together for the former world champion. This guy fought everybody. Put your hands together for Showtime, Shawn. Showtime, you have fought inside this arena. You know what it's like to be a part of big fight nights. What does it mean?
I'm part of it.
Okay, once. But you've been a part of some major events. You went ahead and had a big win over Adrian Broner here inside this arena. But what is it like when fighters compete here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena?
We love it. I mean, I even love that the weigh-in is open to the public. It's filling up in here. These fighters deserve it. We want to be seen. We want to show out. And when we hear that noise, that gets us going. You know, so that's what's most important about a big fight in a big arena like this. You fill it up and you give everybody what they want.
So you're telling me that the louder the fans cheer, the better you perform. You haven't been in that spot many times?
Listen, let's go on the canvas. If you can't, you go on the canvas and they scream, and then you got a different story. But yeah, for the most part, you hear all of the good stuff, you hear all of the bad stuff. Sometimes you hear the stupid stuff, but it always pushes you forward. You know what I mean?
Now, Gervonta Davis in our main event looking to go to 30-0. Just looking at him by himself, how special is Tank Davis?
Special, and he honestly has put himself in a class of his own. I always like to say that he's fought himself out of the shadow of Floyd Mayweather. I think he got more recognition than most fighters would at his age because of Floyd, but he certainly has burst through that shadow, and he stands by himself now. Power is undeniable, and the skills to go along with it. I love hearing Calvin Ford say, push them buttons, Frank. Push them. Yeah, trust me, Frank gonna push them buttons. And we're gonna see both these guys do some things we haven't seen them do before.
Let's talk about Frank Martin. Frank Martin, 18-0, 12 knockouts. He's a southpaw. Trains are united to Derek James. You know, his promoter is Errol Spence Jr. from Andon Promotions. But can you tell us about how good Frank Martin is? Because I don't think we've quite seen anywhere near the best that Frank Martin has to offer.
You know, first of all, I gotta shout out Errol Spence Jr. Check out, again, the Porterweight Podcast. Check out the interview that we did yesterday. Phenomenal interview, but he said something to me yesterday on the show that I don't run into a lot of promoters and managers telling me that they've given advice to fighters. You know, seeing Errol on the stage with this fighter yesterday on the press conference, to me that was special. And then he told me, he said, I told you, every fighter has to be here at some point. You tell me what champion never had that first experience. Everybody's saying you never experienced this before. So what? At some point, they had it. Be yourself, be calm, be cool. And I felt like he was giving his fighter a lot of emotional and mental support, which is something that a lot of us need. You know, once you get past that, though, the kid can check off a lot of boxes: speed, power, quickness. He's very intuitive. He's a counterpuncher. He's not gonna be running into stuff like y'all seen a lot of Tank Davis's past opponents do. I mean, this one is going to be tactical. Enjoy the chess match, y'all. This one is going to be a chess match, trust me.
Does it mean even that much more, Shawn, because both guys are undefeated and there's such a mentality to defend that perfect record?
Yeah, you know, I think for Tank, their expectation is what's going to push him forward. You know, if there's any doubt at all that they're losing the fight, what's going to push him forward is the expectation to beat Tank Davis. You know, and then for Frank, not wanting to lose that, that really does mean something. I think for me, it meant something when I lost it, but I didn't understand it until it was gone. But I never looked at my loss like, well, I got a loss, it don't matter if I lose now. No, I wanted to win every fight, you know. But when you actually have that it does mean something. When you feel that fight slipping away from you, you can hold on to something. That is something that you can grab a hold on to.
Speaking of being undefeated,